This Flying Squirrels 10th season we've been celebrating all year long, and Jake and I wanted to take a look at some of the top moments from throughout this 2019 season. And every discussion that we have looking back goes right back to July 10th, the Eastern League All-Star Game.
A sellout crowd at the Diamond, the first ever Eastern League All-Star Game in Richmond. What a spectacle it was throughout the entire week. Not just the game, but the home run derby, the concert, everything leading up to it, and then so many Richmond stars shining during the game on July 10th.
Caleb Berger was in the starter for the Western Division. He got the win in that game. Jalen Miller drove in the game's first run. Jacob Hayward hit a homer, ended up being named the MVP. We saw Melvin Adone hit 103 miles per hour with his fastball, and Tyler Sear got the final outs on the mound. So the Flying Squirrels contributed all across the board in that Eastern League All-Star Game for the home crowd. And some of the games that counted from the wins and loss column, June 2nd against Harrisburg. The Flying Squirrels have never been no-hit. They nearly got no-hit that day, but ended up coming out with a win.
They were no-hit through 9 innings in that game, but it was a scoreless game through 9 innings, and Jalen Miller wound up coming through with the only hit the Flying Squirrels needed to get a 1-0 walk-off win over Harrisburg.
Two of the most exciting games of the year came very late in the season. We go to August 19th against the Erie Seawolves. Josh Lester for the Seawolves tied the game in the 9th. Jacob Hayward stepped to the plate in the bottom of the 10th.
He stepped to the plate with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 10th. He came off the bench as a pinch hitter. First pitch he saw, he smacked it over the left field fence for a game-winning grand slam, one of the biggest moments of the season for the Squirrels.
And then just 2 days later, one of the wildest games I've ever seen. The Seawolves game that went to 13 innings for the Flying Squirrels and the Seawolves.
Yeah, I mean, this was a game that was the longest of the season for the Flying Squirrels, back and forth in extra innings, and then Pete Maris had the walk-off hit in the 13th inning to give the Flying Squirrels the win.
The Flying Squirrels trail going into the 10th, the bottom of the 10th, the bottom of the 11th, and the bottom of the 12th, and tied the game up each time. And Matt Wynn pitched 3 innings on the mound without allowing an earned run, and he's a catcher, so that was one of the more exciting games of this 2019 season.